All right, so I watched the clips and I have like two concepts I want to talk about. The first one I call VHS for vertical horizontal swap, just because the acronym is funny, which is basically that you're getting tripped up by him switching from the vertical game, like platform camping, to the ground game really fast, and then you're having trouble playing the ground game. So you're kind of losing to the ground game because he platform camped you for a little bit. And I'll have examples of that. And then the ground game, there's two things I think that are really helpful. There's the concept of what I call nodes, which is how like Peach is gonna like play around different spots. And then you want to win in place or backwards, not forward. So Peach like moves forward to take space and moves backwards to kill her opponent. So if ever you find yourself losing while moving forward too much, you're probably moving forward too much. So we talked about last time on this stage about defending in the box, and if Falco's like approaching too much, it's just bad. Like Falco's not able to approach in the box. Part of the problem here is that you're playing on Yoshi Story and FOD, and I think that Falco just can attack from the platforms on this stage a little bit, especially with these side arrows. The runoff arrows are just very hard to defend with, and if you're too obvious about only chilling right in the middle, he's gonna run off and then play the ground game against you, or he actually can still just drop through or short hop through. So you still have to do this, like you still defend in the box. I do think it's just harder, but you have to be ready to like swap to the ground game. This is what I call the nodes. So Peach is going to bounce around between all these red circles. Ignore how ugly it looks. But like this is Peach's strength. So you bounce from here to here, and then you can like go backwards or forward from here. Like no other character can do this. Like if Falco short hops here, he's going straight up, straight down. But Peach can go up and then touch this node and go forward. So you like take space with the forward moving nodes, but you actually want to kill them with like going up and down or by going backwards a node. So a lot of times you're trying to like establish a zone and then move in place or move backwards while bouncing around these nodes really fast. Against Falco, you're doing it like between every laser. If he's not lasering, you're just doing it like kind of nonstop, because that's what you do against Fox as well. You kind of just bounce around between these nodes super fast, and that's like Peach's like strength. It's hard to do it. So this is just an example of just like a sequence that I would do where I'm just kind of like up and down, take a tiny bit of space, up and down, run away, might catch an approach with a down smash there. So in general, it's like you do very short forward movements, and you're not really aiming your moves to hit your opponent when you're moving forward. Like you're only moving forward to take space. This is an example versus Fox of how it's like the benefit of having a bunch of stage as Peach is not that you're just going to go kill Fox now because he's in the corner. It's that you basically have 9 wave dash backs in the tank or something. So it's like you take the space so that you can play this node game, and like you're going to either kill Fox here or kill Fox here by giving up space. And if you gave up space and you're wrong, you can do it again. And if you're wrong, you can do it again. And it's not until you reach this spot where like he would threaten to push you into the corner that you're going to be really stressed out about having to give up space. Like it's always okay to give up space. Peach can often take it right back because you're kind of scary. So you just give up space until you're here, and then you can like fight to take back one node at a time, just so that you can kill him again in place or backwards. So you always want to kill him in place or backwards. You don't really want to, move forward and try to kill your opponent at the same time. So I have a few clips here. First is VHS, which is the vertical horizontal swap. So this first clip, he like falls and then starts bear camping you on the ground, right? So it's like, it's going to feel like you're getting platform camped for a bit. Then he just whiffs a bear. So like a better Falco would probably fall with a laser here, but even if he had a laser, it would just be a little bit harder, but it's the same thing where like your job now is to like get to here and then win in place or backwards. So you get to here. This is fine. You shield a bear. Now you're going to defend yourself in place or backwards. You have like just enough space here to play the game as Peach. So if you were just chilling here, there's a chance that you could have punished the bear, right? So like sometimes that's just the right option to go for. But this is forward movement. You're moving forward into him, and then you're moving forward into him again. It's very rare that Peach is going to double down with like 2 forward movements in a row. So if ever you do a forward movement, it's probably time to like defend that spot or just give up the space that you just took for a chance to kill him. It's like every time you give up space, there's a chance you just kill your opponent, which is pretty hype. But then you just take a place down smash. So the second clip over here, he's going to go up here, and then he's going to like early approaching near you. So it like feels like you're getting platform camped, and your brain's going to be into like platform mode. Like, how do I defend myself? But the moment he touches the ground, it's like your brain is still in this vertical platform mode, and then early approaching near. And again, you die for moving forward. So you're floating forward. You give up space, try to kill him. You do quick burst forward, like run up shield or aerial forward real quick to try to take space. And then this is like an obvious thing on how to beat. Like if I just asked you, like, Falco's going to do this, how do you beat it? Like obviously you can just CC down smash it or something, or even avoid it down smash, or even like fair in place might have, like there's a world where your movement sequence here, like your nodes, you move back here and then you like jump up and fair to over here. Like the node is moving forward to here, but with a forward air. Or you come over here and then you defend up and down with a forward air. Maybe a back air. There's a world where you get to here and you bear him, but it has to be in place or backwards, because if you move forward with the forward air at like too much and you reach for Falco where he is now, you're not going to hit him. So you're probably allowed to move up to about here and then try to hit him like in place. So there's a world you just CC this as well. If you're just like, you go to here and then you crouch, like there's a world where crouch is your option on the node for a little bit. So you're just like bouncing around real quick between these options. This is an example of dash dancing. So you dash dance in the corner here. Dash dancing tends to just be skipping your turn as Peach, because you're not fast enough to like avoid moves and whiff punish stuff. So what you actually want to do instead of dash dancing is just spam moves. So sometimes I joke that like you should screen look less versus spacies, just like spam the moves instead of like looking to see what the spacie's doing, because by the time you see what the spacie's doing, it's too late. Like you can't react to, you know, early approaching Nair or whatever. So this is another one where it's like, we know how to beat early approaching Nair, right? But it's like, because we're dash dancing, we're not able to beat it. So you need to beat him by like wave dash back, crouch, wave dash back, down smash, or just like an in-place bear, and then he just runs into it. Like the bear, like straight up, straight down right here would have just like, oh, I just ran into a wall. And again, it started with this platform game, right? So he's up here, you're worried about the platform camping, you should be worried about the early approaching Nair. So it's like, it's always sort of defensively minded with Peach, because like you take as much space as you can so that your defense becomes like suffocating. Like the Falco feels like he can't go anywhere, and his attempt to do anything is what gets him killed. And this Falco is doing plenty. So like it's not like, oh, he's platform camping me. If I'm just waiting for an opportunity to get him, I'll never get him. It's like, no, you will get him, because he's doing plenty of approaches. One final clip of this one. So again, early approaching down air. So I just wanted to show that like, even when he's platform camping you, he's actually just winning with like switch to ground game into dash back early approaching down air, and you die because you're moving forward. So if you were already established here and you do a forward air or back air in place over here, you can win, or you can do a runaway crouch down smash, or a wave dash back down smash, or a wave dash back shield grab. So this is like definitely beatable. It's just like, you have to be diligent. Like your mindset, you were asking like, what's my objective when he's up here? Your objective is basically to survive the descent. So he comes down. If he comes down on you, he should die. If he comes down on the ground, you immediately swap to this node-based game plan where like, if he moves forward into you, he's going to die. So boom, he missed you. So this is a win for you, because now if he moves forward, like you're going to be able to play the ground game versus him, what Peach is very good at. The only problem is like the next level of the matchup is that when he comes down with a laser, and then there's like laser mix-ups to deal with, but like Peach is pretty good at those too. Next is like less about the swapping and more just about the horizontal or the vertical game. I guess this one kind of is a swap, but this was more to me just a horizontal game. You take space and shield for a little bit too long. So I like to think of shield as like a 15 frame option, where it's like, we kind of talked about this at the tournament. It's like a reaction time. By the time he sees your shield, you want to be out of the shield already. So over here, it's like you took space. Now do an in-place option. In fact, you probably don't even need to shield here. Like you just do the nair and then fair in place, or do the nair, turn around, bear in place, or do the nair and then just go back to where you were, and then do the nair again, or run up shield again. So you want to like constantly swap like node, nonstop. So if you're like super fast at this, you're going to look like a blur, and Falco is going to be like very scared to like touch that blur. You look like an electric fence. He just touches you, it's like zap, and then he goes flying. So then he like full hops away, and then you're like, okay, I stopped doing the node game plan immediately, and now I just make sure he doesn't get to fall on top of me. So if he falls on like run off, fast fall, shine here, then he like you nair over here to protect just falling off onto you. And if he does fall over here, you immediately swap back to the ground node based game plan. So it's like you're either defending yourself from the air or you're defending yourself from the ground, and you need to be ready for the swap. Again, your objective kind of dubious, just because on these small stages, Falco's attacks right here are so good. I don't think you can just like move forward into the box, for example. You're kind of just going to take as much space as you can, play in this box for a while. Just be ready to like not let Falco fall on you. And when he finally touches the ground, switch to the ground game. And that's pretty much it. So he just like fell on you this time. This time it's again the ground game. The thing I like about this clip is to show that like when you do move backwards, you are trying to kill your opponent. So this backwards nair, this was your opportunity to kill him basically. So it's like when you do a retreat and it doesn't kill him, then you've like given up the space and he approached into it and you didn't get the cash out on it. So it's like it's like technically the right idea. It's just the execution here would be to like wave dash back down smash it, or like bear or something so that you can bear grab him or something, a zero. Maybe you can find a fair, or maybe you just defend yourself in place in that spot instead of retreating. Like there's a world he runs into a bear or a nair over here, or a fair, like straight up, straight down. So yeah, sometimes it's like, if you do the bear at the right height, it's like You don't need to give up the space sometimes, but giving up the space is it's a better call out on like approaching aerials or something. But in this case, it's like that probably was your chance to kill him, and then you get hit for moving forward again. So it's like you gave up the space, and he took the space, and then that's like, he's not allowed to take the space if you're giving up space. That should be where you just hit him. And now it's like hard because you're out of space, you know? So this one's going to be a vertical clip. So I think you should probably just stop doing these. The like up Bs are like, especially if they land on the top platform, that's just kind of unlucky. You probably didn't mean to do that, but then it's just laggy. But in general, it's just not worth chasing Falco at all. You need to be like so dedicated over here. This is fine. Like you have all the node-based game plan over here. You have a ton of wave dash backs in the tank. Falco can't really play the ground game. So you have to play here, ready to do the ground game. And if he interacts with you in any way, he should lose. If he does want to swap from this to the air game, it's not free for him, especially like the benefit of this stage is that you can full hop up air the top platform or full hop nair it. So you kind of like just hold this space over here and you're ready to fight. If he engages with you, he loses. If he lasers, you look for like power shield, turnip throw and stuff, like that kind of stuff. And if he's going to full hop over here, just try to catch his landing on like the forward drift on this stuff. Like he could drift to here or he could drift to here and you don't let him do that. But if he just full hop straight up, straight down, you just kind of let him do it. And eventually he's going to move forward and that's going to be when you kill him. So there's a world where you hit him over here. There's a world where you don't. You just swap to the vertical game here and just keep defending yourself. So either way, though, you die for chasing, not because he actually found a way in. Like I'm not convinced he would have found a way in. If you like just keep playing here, I'm not convinced he cracks your armor, you know? But the only reason he cracked your armor is because, another up B, and then he's like, I'll take that one for free, right? So it's like, if he doesn't know how to crack your armor, you don't like need to go in. This is just, and it's not just the up B too. It's like a general like mindset of like forward drift nair and then like up B, please hit me. Run at him, dash attack. Oh crap, you know? So it's like it's still too much chasing basically. It's kind of the same thing as last time, even though it like manifests itself differently. It's like, it's like because they're so aggressive off of these platforms, it feels like you have to like chase more, but actually you can just be better on the ground. And I think you're live. This is a single clip, very small thing, but up throw on the small stages is kind of dangerous against Falco because Peach doesn't get a punish at all. So you had to just forward throw or down throw. This is like a minor thing, except I think it happened in our match as well once or twice. So it's like, this is one you want to like super hard know the percents. Actually, I'm not 100% sure about what the percents are, but they're different for Fox and Falco. Falco goes way higher. And it's like, if you're going to be picking this stage, this like gimps your punish game hella. So it's like, you need to basically just never let this happen because it's like really big. And then this is just one quick real clip of me getting a hit while moving backwards. So it's like I took the space and then I hit him while moving backwards. I missed the punish. It's like not even that good a clip or whatever. It was just I pulled it up real quick by just searching for something I had. But it's like the node is like I power shield a laser. I move forward, I take space, not really trying to hit him. I'm totally okay with this fair missing. And then I immediately swap to giving up space with the intent to kill. And yeah, I think like all of that stuff together is going to kind of like make your life. So like be okay with him going up and down, because what's actually going to happen is he's either going to hit you from the platform or he's going to hit you from the ground. And you just have to have the perfect answer to both of them and constantly swap in your mind like platform defense, okay, ground defense, platform defense, ground defense. And then like the reason to move forward is to take space, not necessarily kill him. Hopefully that's helpful.